button. Recent is like the recent function in your computer file manager. It helps you recognize all the recent files you have been open, edit, or things like that you have been work on. So I have just opened this file in June 13, 2024. So who is opening by me? So all the record has been found in on the recent file, and then where is this file located? This file is sharing by this person, and then it is shared with me. So in another case, this file is been created by me, and it can be found inside my drive. My drive means this place. This file has been shared by this person, and then it is shared with me, so it is not inside my Google Drive. So if the sharer remove this file from their Google Drive, I will not able to access this one. So if you want to keep this one, you have to click here, download, or make a copy. So the file will also have a copy inside your Google Drive. So the start item is the bookmark service. The spam is like when somebody is trying to send you malicious things. It means like something that may harm you. Google system will automatically detect, and it will store the file. It will move the file inside the spam folder. So you don't need to do it. But sometimes your friend is sharing a file with you, but you cannot find anywhere around your Google Drive. So you have to check on spam file. So the trash file. The trash file is like the recycle bin that you may find in your computer, in your Windows computer. So every time when you are removing a file from your drive, like this one, I'm removing this file to trash. So when I go there, the file has been moved to trash, and you have to read this one. The item in trash will be deleted forever after 30 days. So when you're deleting a file, you have to remember that after 30 days, your file will be completely removed. So I just deleted this file recently, so I can get back to this file through this link, and then I'll just click in restore. So I can see the file back inside my drive. This is how the trash function works. So I will show you the star function. So previously we have talked about the start function. Maybe there are a lot of files inside your Google Drive, and you would like to mark some file. It is very important to you. So you add star from this function, and then you go inside the start, then you will see the star file where you go inside the start. So you can highlight these things. This one. So this is the basic of how Google Drive, how we use Google Drive. So now we're creating Word file. In Google Drive, we say not Microsoft Word, we say Google Document. And except we're calling Microsoft Excel, we call it Google Sheet. And then except PowerPoint, we call it Google Slides. And Google Forms is rarely used by the students. So let's start with Google Document. It is very similar to Microsoft Word. Like it is more than similarity. Microsoft and Google has collaboration. Like they are working together on Google Document. It is a free Microsoft Word software you can use every time, anywhere, when you get internet access. So when we're trying to create a Google document, we have to select the folder where we want to save the file, and then we click new, and then we check on Google document. Then you will see two options, like would you like to create a blank document or would you like to try a template. So if you click on blank document, you just see a plain document. There's no star or there's no guidance for how to create a formatted document. So I will try selecting from a template. So this is how we're creating a Google document from a template. So maybe you're graduated and you're looking for a job. So you'll be creating a resume, but you don't know how to format a resume, and you don't want to start with formatting a resume because when you started formatting everything from the scratch up, it will take you around 2 to 3 hours to prepare your resume. So you just go to Google document, create a new document from a template, and then you just select the template, resume template. There are so many variety of resume template we can get in Google Drive template for free. So I'll just selecting this template. So this template already provide you with some mock-up information for your resume. So this is the address point. I'll just write down my address here. I'll just edit my phone number, and then I'll just write down my email address. So my name, and then I'll just write down all the skill and requirement information for my resume. So in fact, if we are creating a new document, we'll not able to know there's a tab inside. You can create a tab inside your Google document. It is it is a very efficient function that Google Drive provide to us. You cannot get this tab function in Microsoft Word. When we have tab function, you create the skills in a format of header. It is created with heading 1. So it listed all the headers inside on this tab. So you can just click on these things, these things, and then it jumps to where you want to see. It's jump onto the place where you want to see. So it is a very efficient system that Google Drive has provided. So this is how we create a resume on Google Drive. And maybe you can change the font beyond the template that we have. You can select the appearance of your CV. Maybe you can make some coloring of your text. So these things you can edit with your information, and after that, when we're creating a Google document, it will automatically save your file inside OneDrive. You don't need to save it like you're using a Microsoft Word. When you're using Microsoft Word after creating a new file, if you didn't save the file and you're closing the Microsoft Word application, you'll lose all your work at once. But in Google Drive, you don't need to save it. It will automatically save your edition, your work, and things like that. You can change the name of the file here, and you can also move your file around your Google Drive. Like maybe you can move it to computer, or maybe you can move it to somewhere around my drive. I'm creating a new folder, and then I'll move this file into the new folder, and then you'll see you're not seeing this file inside your main folder of the Google Drive. So you click on new folder. The file has been moved inside the new folder. So this is how we manage files inside your Google Drive. So beyond this, we can share our file with our friends and colleagues, sometimes with the human resource manager who is doing the screening work for your job interview. So how you can share your file without printing it, you just click on the share button, and then maybe if you know the Gmail ID or email ID of your HR manager, you can just type the email inside the sharing function. And how would you like to share? You want them to be a viewer, you want them to be a commenter, or you want them to be an editor? For in my case, I'm sharing my resume to the HR manager, so I'll just click on viewer, and then there's a system called you can notify people when you're sharing a file. So the person you're sharing can immediately knows that you're sharing a file with them. So I'm just writing, I am sharing a file with you, and then I'll just send it. It's asking you're sending an invitation to this email address. Since there's no Google call associated with this email. Okay, so maybe I'm taking a wrong Gmail ID. Okay, and then I'm sharing it again. So my HR manager rejects her email, and then you will see the file that I'm sharing was notified to the HR manager. It's been sharing this file with me, so they can click on open and see your resume. But you just given them a permission to view your file, so they can edit. No, they cannot edit your file. So there's when a button, they can request you to edit your file. But in case I'm giving another permission to the viewer, I'm giving the commenter function. Then the HR manager will click open the file, and then okay, so she might try to edit your file, but you just given him a commander uh, authority to comment on your file, so they cannot edit your file. But what she can do is like she can do a comment inside your file. This is a wrong name. So she will do a comment, and then if you check back on your file yourself, you'll see this comment. So you know when in your document has been falsified, so you, if you do something wrong, things like that, any other person can do a comment inside your file if you're giving them a permission to comment. So now you're seeing the comment on your file. This is a wrong name, and then you're replying them. Thanks for letting me know. I will fix it immediately. And then you just click on reply. And if you get back there and see your file, see the file yourself as an HR manager, what do you see? Like you'll see the response. So do you think it is efficient when we're working with a document rather than working on a Microsoft Word? It is more interactive. More interactive. Maybe you can use this function with your instructor, or maybe you can use this function with your friends. Like you're writing your resume and you want your friend to check on your resume and check if they found something is error or something they might want to recommend you, things like that. You're just sharing the file with them as a commander, and they'll just check your file and things they may ask you. They may leave their comment inside your Google Drive. So it is very more efficient than using Microsoft Word, but all the functions that we get in Google Drive is completely identical as we're using Microsoft Word. So this is the basic function of sharing and things we can do in Google document. But in case if we are doing a ledger, we would like to use Google Excel, Microsoft Excel. So how you can do this? You can create Google Sheet also in this place. Creating Google Sheet can also be a blank spreadsheet, or we can also create from a template. So spreadsheet, when you create a blank spreadsheet, there will be no format. You have to do the format on yourself and things like that. It takes time, so we're just doing it from a template. So what we're doing, like I just want to record my to-do list. Like I have to do a lot of things today. I have to do I have to practice on my web development. I have to practice on my Microsoft Word, Google, things like that. So I'll just click on to do this format template, and then Google will create you a to-do list template. It has been completely prepared for you to just copy and use it. So this time, actually, an Excel sheet should have more than ABC column. it should have a lot of column, but it is already formatted, so we can see only 3 column inside, and all the things has been formatted. And when you click on your to-do list, then it will count your to-do list. You have been done, you have 3 tasks today and you have done 2, and things like that. It is automatically created. So maybe you just add the date, um, maybe you want to add the date or things like that, or maybe you just create a to-do list for monthly, then you can just rename it January, and then you copy this sheet for February, and March, and things like that. You can just copy these things, and then you can create your very special to-do list on Google Sheet that you can access this on your phone, also on your computer, things like that. So this is how we basically use our Google Sheet. And you're creating a to-do list not only for you, but for your family also, or for your friends also. Maybe you have a group of team doing an activity for a church or for a school or things like that. You guys have to keep tracking on the to-do list. Like one of your friend might need to do the cleansing, or one of your friend might need to do the cooking. You just write on the text here, and then you're sharing them with editing function. So you just send it, and your friend will be looking on the Google Drive, and then they'll check on shared with me. So the file has been shared with them also. So they can also edit this file. You can also update a new information into your Google Sheet. You can also click on checkbox, and when you check on your Google Sheet, you will see a box has been checked. And you can also see when your friend is working on the file, you can see the name. If you're inviting them with the specific email ID, you can see their name inside this one. So it is very efficient for you and for us to share our files and things like that using Google. In another case, we can also create a PowerPoint slide in Google. Here also we can also create a blank presentation, or we can also create a template. So the idea is we like to present a big idea. So I'll just create getting the big idea template. So everything has been set up already before I'm doing anything. I'm doing something. So I just need to edit the content. And maybe I can change the background color. So I was just doing this, and then in a short time with prepared information, we can just create a PowerPoint slide, and we can use it to present it in the class. Like we just click on the slide, we can share it,